Hey everyone, it's Christine here. Welcome to my channel and welcome to this week's weekly energy reading for the week of April 18th through the 24th. I actually had to look down on my notes for the dates because my mind went blank. It's been a bit for this Libra over here. We just had the full moon, everyone, this past Saturday, the 16th. And I know it impacted everyone, particularly those with Libra placements. A heavy release. Let me know down below. I'd love to hear how your full moon went. Did you experience anything? Do you feel different this week? I feel just a heavy release. I literally feel like a little mini rebirth occurred. So much in my mental landscape. And I felt with the weekly energy reading that I did last week and also the collective and individual zodiac signs I did for everyone for the full moon in Libra that there were a lot of emotions bubbling up to the surface, a lot of emotions releasing, and a lot of things that people wanted to express, to heal. And so I felt like this full moon was particularly cathartic. And yeah, the energy shifted. So this is a great time to wrap up any projects, anything that you want to finish, to complete. Not so much for starting anything new until we get closer, obviously, to the new moon in a few weeks. But this is a great time to continue releasing because everything, of course, doesn't happen in one day. You know, I realized I lean forward a lot. I want to just get close to everyone. Another note, the sun is moving into Taurus on Tuesday, the 19th. And I am so excited. Let me know how the Aries season treated you all, because I feel like this season in particular was extremely fast-paced. It felt like the universe just turned over its laundry basket and was like, go, you have to complete all this. It was very busy. It was also an amazing time for productivity and getting things done, new opportunities, and a lot of changes happening. But I feel like with Taurus, which we're going to still be working because Taurus is all about building and creating and securing our foundation, but at a much different pace. And it's all about enjoying the beauty and the sensuality of life, joy, finding those moments, because Taurus is ruled by Venus. And it does focus too on where we can bring these different attributes into our life, into our everyday routines. And so I do want to mention that Taurus, like I just said, is ruled by Venus, and this focuses too. You'll see elements throughout the month on not just security, foundation, money, your self-worth and your values, but also love and beauty and sensuality. And there is inadvertently a shift from Aries season moving into Taurus on romance, simply because Taurus is ruled by this planet of love. So we're going to see more of an emphasis on romantic relationships, but I always say too with yourself, because this planet rules love, and not just love with others, but love within yourself. So this is an amazing time to start a self-love practice. Continue yours. Maybe start making a list of things you'd like to do to date yourself if you're solo. I'm really all about self-love, so I always offer these suggestions. Of course, if you're in partnerships, this is also an amazing time to level up, or it could be leveling down if you are leaving relationships, getting clear on what it is that you value in these connections. Aside from romantic relationships, this spreads into other relationships, because we have the last quarter moon in Aquarius this coming Saturday on the 23rd, which is really all about stepping into your authentic, true self. You know, oh, my necklace, no wonder it's bothering me. Aquariuses are very independent. I would say as many air signs are, but they're also very into working with others and group elements. And so this goes hand in hand with relationships. Think about what values you want to bring in these relationships, what you want to change in your relationships. Again, it could be in all types of relationships. What do you feel needs to happen? What's working, what's not? This is going to be very helpful as we move towards the next new moon in Taurus on the 30th, especially as we enter eclipse season, because that's when a lot of massive changes start happening. So think about that, because it's all about our goals and our priorities. When we know what we value and what our values are, it makes it a lot easier to align everything else to that, because if we're doing things that don't align, you're going to feel it. It's going to be a mismatch. You're going to feel all sorts of feelings, resentment, discontent, frustration. You're not going to feel that joyfulness. So any other notes? Oh, we also have Mercury. Recently, it just moved into Taurus last week. So again, this is really about being practical, being rooted down here on earth, not like Pisces up there in the spiritual realm, any subconscious, unconscious worlds, but being practical, down to earth, rooted, and making decisions with our head. So communication does get easier. I know for me, I still felt the realms this past week with the Pisces energy. And it was difficult. My mind was scattered. So this season, I feel like we're going to move down into a much slower pace, but we're going to still be creating, still working towards our goals, and looking at ways we can beautify and enjoy our environment. So let's dive in. Thanks for hanging in with me on this astro cap. It was a little bit longer than usual. I have been just shuffling these over and over while I'm talking. And we are going to see what is in store for this week's energy. What's happening? What's going on? I definitely feel like the barometer, the energetic barometer has toned down. The last, I would say 3 weeks especially, I'm tired, y'all. Energetically, I should say. Let me know how you feel. And I know we've just been going through a lot of upgrades. Because ascension symptoms, everyone feels them in different ways. And that could mean getting flu-like symptoms, colds. Of course, don't discount seeing a healthcare professional if you need to. I never would say, oh, no, it's just ascension. Don't worry about it. No. Use your discernment. Trust your guidance and your intuition. Okay. We are going to consult our ancestors and angels from the Ancestors and Angels Oracle to see what guidance they have for us for this week. It is so beautiful outside. Oh, we got a card. Let me pull one. I feel called. I just felt do one more. Let's see what else we have. You all won't believe how I have my computer stationed. I turned a Corel plate upside down, and that's my little stand right now. You gotta get creative. What is this? We have some of these repeating cards. Sometimes when you see cards over and over, you feel like they're always here. We have mountains, stand your ground. Does this not speak Taurus energy? My Tauruses, you all are getting ready to push forward. A lot of you are ready to claim your space, your power. Look at this. Mountains, stand your ground. I'm getting total earth energy, total Taurus energy. We just need a little bull up here to represent your zodiac sign. But look at this. I feel like I always get different messages because last week when I had this, it was about overcoming challenges. This week I'm getting a lot of you have a lot of projects and goals, things that you want to pursue. And many of you are not wavering on them. I feel like a lot of you, yes, I'm getting a lot of energies have been influenced by people, places, things, even your own belief systems, yourself. You may have intervened, self-sabotaged in some way, or blocked yourself from moving forward. But many of you are now, perhaps with this Aries energy, many of you have taken those small steps and are now ready to make this big leap. I'm getting strongly, you are moving forward with a lot of big goals. But a lot of you are working in silence. It's amazing how this works with interpreting the cards because it's usually not the same. I always say to people, protect your ideas, talk to people that you trust wholeheartedly, and work in silence because a lot of you, especially in this month of Taurus, are going to be building and creating new things and also working on things that you initiated with the Aries season and spring equinox. This is so exciting. And I feel like it's going to come in fruition too. I don't usually get time elements, but I feel like a lot of these things are going to start happening within the fall months, but also within 3 months. So midsummer, but that could also extend into early September, early fall. We also got warrior, be fearless and stand strong. So this to me, again, these cards, the ancestors and angels, do not have assigned zodiacs, but I immediately get there is a big fly flying around, harassing me at this moment. I sometimes wonder, anyways, I could go on about this fly. There's always a fly here. I get Aries energy, but I immediately get Taurus energy. Taurus is their shadow aspect, could be being extremely stubborn. They're not always open to change and to changing their perspectives. Sometimes it takes going through something to realize, oh, I should have done that. But that's part of the learning process. And I feel like many of you are fearless and standing strong. Some of you could have Aries and also Taurus aspects in your chart. Sun, moon, rising, or ascendant, if you know it as that way, or any other placement you feel intuitively called to consider. A lot of you feel strong. You're ready. Many of you are making decisions concerning, I'm getting priorities, your goals, your life. Many of you have had major cleanups. Look at this. It's like you are standing on top of this mountain. This is amazing, strong. I'm getting strong earth energy. Unbelievable. Some of you are very strong rooted, have been working on your root chakras, on your security, your foundation. Many of you are working on different sources of money streams. Some of you are getting clear on your budget. You're reviewing your finances. This is also an amazing month. I should say amazing season going into April, May for Taurus season to look at your finances, to really get clear on any self-limiting beliefs around money, money blocks. Yeah, many of you, wow, you all are decisive. I'm feeling that. It's such a powerful way. I'm getting empowerment too. Many of you have been working on empowering yourself. Why is the camera is dark? And I even have all these lights around me. So it's probably the way the lighting is. So forgive me if it's causing major blocks. I'm trying to create some more space here. And my bar table in my apartment, I would say it's maybe 36 inches across, maybe a little bit more. I'm guesstimating. Next, we're looking at, I've never introduced these cards here, affirmators. I love these cards. These were my very first deck of, I'll just say cards. They're affirmation cards, but I always feel called. I always treat them like oracle cards. They have really funny messages. They really helped me when I started doing my inner work and my inner healing several years ago. When I got very serious and concerted, I made a real serious effort towards that. So let's see what message Spirit has for us for this week. I'm excited. I feel like a lot of you are just, you have a plan in store. Many of you are doing things really outside of your comfort zone. That's what I got too as well. You don't have to be fearless. You can stand strong and be courageous and be scared. Even though it says be fearless. Sometimes we still have that fear when we do things, especially if they're new and they're uncomfortable. But that in itself, so much growth and expansion. Okie dokes. What messages does Spirit have for us all for this week? I just got money, like in my head, wads of money. Some of you may be counting your money. It makes me think back to pre-digital times because before online banking, I used to carry more cash. Wow, the lighting is off here. Oh, there. I feel like I can't move now. Did you see it? Just caught the lighting. I feel like people used to be more cognizant of their own financial flows because we would write, at least I would, write everything in a checkbook, carry cash and count it out. And now everything is digital with debit cards. And it's different. Ooh. Okay, wow, we got 2. Oh gosh, no, we got 3. Interesting, because there's 3 stars here. Every time I get 3, I always feel it's Ascended Masters. 3 may resonate with some of you too. So we get courage. No one is fearless. No one. Not even though, excuse me, but even though I'm not fearless, I am courageous. When fear shows up, I don't run away from it. I use my courage to conquer it. My courage allows me to walk right up to that fear and kick it in the nuts, then quickly hide behind someone bigger until it goes away. Look at this, you all. It's echoing this. Many of you are stepping into things totally out of your element. Some of you are starting new jobs, maybe new relationships. I'm going out there. What's like dating? Like, what's the word for that? Many of you are actively, you just have opened apps, or you're going to events, or you're putting yourself out there more, going to new places. That in itself is scary. You know, for example, I just get some of you peering, maybe going to a bookstore or to stores, and you're just peering. You're like, how the hell does this work? But it's not just for dating, it's for meeting new people. Many of you are trying to expand your social networks, even professional. And all of these different things that you're starting, these new things, it's scary because they're new. We also got, don't take it personally. If someone starts to speak unkindly to me, I'll remember that they've got something going on that has nothing to do with me. Like maybe they just pooped their pants. That's probably it. These always make me smile. The thing I love about earth signs is they're very practical, but again, it all depends on your other placements too. So I say this generally because your sun sign is just one very singular aspect of who you are as a soul. Many of you have been working, I feel like, on values and self-worth and not taking things personally. Some of you are actively monitoring your triggers subconsciously. You're like, wow, I'm not being triggered as much in these same situations because you've been doing the work. And that's why you're standing tall, standing your ground. Many of you are like mountains at the moment. This is amazing. So much Taurus energy. Again, these cards do not have zodiac signs. I'm just getting massive Taurus energy. You all are squeezing yourself in, like wanting to start. We also get joy. To enjoy something, I simply need to add joy to it. Joy is like butter. I can put it on anything and it'll make it better. Today, I will add joy to everything. Really slather it on. Today, I'm the Orville Redenbacher of joy, and life's popcorn is about to get it. You all, this is about beautifying your life, bringing more joy and sensuality, things that make you feel good. That's where we get the Venus energy from Taurus. Look at this. Be sure to do something small every day, and that's relative. Small for someone could be going out hiking for 10 miles, or buying a single flower to decorate their home, whatever it is. Do things that bring you joy. It's important. There's a reason why Marie Kondo, she had a thing going, right? When she said, what sparks joy when cleaning out some of your material possessions? But also, too, not always material. It could be belief systems, and you can use it for friendships, too. It seems callous of sorts, but when you just approach it from that way, who makes me feel good after I interact with them? What situations or environments help me feel better? It really helps you get clearer on what you want. I feel the energy is just, everyone is getting more clear on what it is they value and want. And when that happens, it's just easier to make decisions that align to where you are going. Because that's really, right now, the path. Many of you are serious, doing your own work, whatever that means, on your own soul journey. Right now I'm looking at the Moonology manifestation. I have loved working with this deck. I love working with the lunar cycles, and it offers so much insight. The same with seasons. Whether or not you follow them, it's just all around us. So I'm excited. This week's energy, a lot of us are just, things are starting to open up in all aspects. And I'm just feeling more of a lighter energy. I'd be interested. Let me know in the comments below, what things are you doing that are out of your comfort zone? What have you done? Because I feel like Aries pushed many people to do things that were very, not just new, but different. Many of you are approaching life in a different way. This fly is everywhere. It's just one giant fly. Maybe I'm getting message. There's a message coming for some of you. also get Hermes, Mercury energy. Okay. What message does Spirit have for us for this week? What guidance can the moon bring us? Oh, it just flipped. Breathe through tension. We got this card a few times last week. Full moon in Scorpio. We have the moon actually on Monday and Tuesday going through the sign of Scorpio before going into Sag. Breathe through tension. I feel like this has to do with remnants of the full moon that we just had. Some of you are just sighing relief, also getting ready to prepare whatever is coming forth. Many of you are working out details, plans. For some, it's going to be big, whatever this is. This is something, I'm getting like something new you all are starting. Something different. It could be, what's the word? It could be something that you've worked in, like say you're working in the same industry, right? But it's a completely different field, a new particular project, a new venture. Maybe you're traveling somewhere. It's something different. This is a great time to do some breath work. Also practice mindfulness. And I'm just getting simple walking. Literally, just go outside and walk with the elements. Doesn't have to be a workout walk where you're like fast pacing. No, it could simply be walking with your animals, with your partner, with your friends, solo, with your music, without music, just walking. We get a lot of ideas when we are in these types of flow states, but also relaxation, and it helps calm the nervous system and the parasympathetic system too. Oh, why am I shuffling? I'm done. Yeah, I don't feel called to pull anymore for the moonology. I feel like many of you are taking a breather right now with the full moon. That was a big one. It was powerful. It was a huge release. Full moons in general, there's a lot that gets illuminated. Many of you are just discovering a lot of things, especially internally. I know I did as well. This wasn't one that I breezed through. We're going to ask the angels for guidance and see what messages they have for us for this week. These are a little bit stiffer. No, they didn't even shuffle. Okay, I'm going to cut the deck on this one. Okie dokes. Let's get going. What guidance does Spirit have for us? Oh, I see it. This one's a little bit long of a reading. What message does Spirit have for us? I thought it almost moved. Angels, Spirit. Some of you have messages coming through. This fly is going wild everywhere. Some of you are going to be traveling soon. I just got like traversing the globe, but that could be your global community. It could be your larger country. Okay. We got two messages. Harmony and resolution. Makes total sense, especially after the full moon in Libra. Some of you have come to conclusions getting relationships, and also particular situations where you just ended things, where you moved, you made a decision, and a lot of you are feeling that peaceful relief where you're able to just let it go. A lot of you have been able to clear your mental landscape. I just heard something that sounded like a computer upload or something. I don't know. And so I just get freedom here. I'm getting Aquarius energy too. Look at this. This is such a beautiful card. A lot of you feel free right now. Happy. Joyful. Look at this. Some of you have gotten alternative modality treatments. I'm getting massages. The ones with cups. Cupping, is it? Cupping? Acupuncture too. Reiki, different energy treatments, different holistic energy treatments. Many of you are just feeling free. You have resolved and released. Many of you, this is happening right now and will happen. Self-acceptance. Wow. Look at this. This taps into Venus energy about your worth. You all are finding joy in yourself, but also learning not to take things personally. When we reach a level of acceptance within ourselves, it completely changes how we view things. It's basically like me taking my glasses off. Like everyone, take your literal, metaphorical glasses off and putting new ones on. It's like a fresh new feeling. A level of acceptance is something like no other. This is so, I'm just getting a lot of Venus energy. A lot of you have been working heavily on your own worth, your blocks, your inner work, your blocks, your value, how you see love. And it all starts with us. It's like that little seed that grows outward. It all starts with us. This is gorgeous. I'm getting such beautiful energy. Look at this. I feel like that's why many of you are I just said one-on-one. It could be you maybe entering a partnership, whether it's romantic, but also in a venture. I'm getting creative project, collaboration, or business work. Many of you are finally at that point where you're like, wow, I deserve this. I'm worthy of this, more importantly, and I can do this. Some of you are starting big things, new businesses. Many of you have stepped into like big roles, and that could be different. It could be management, non-management. Like, take it as it resonates. I'm pulling a Soul Journeys card for guidance on our soul path for this week. I could make up my own title for these cards. That's why I always look at the decks that I have near me to make sure that I'm saying them correctly. This is James Von Prague. Soul's Journey. They're called lesson cards. Okay. The energy is so much lighter this week. I hope you all are feeling it too. Okay. What guidance? Oh, we're almost at 30 minutes. Y'all, I'm wrapping up. After this, I just have your self-care oracle and we will wrap up. This is a long one. Oh, okay, we got two. I feel good when I can help others. Service. Some of you may have Virgo in your charts. I'm also getting heart-centered work, heart-centered chakra work. Many of you are healing yourselves. Through helping others, you're going to heal. This is beautiful. This, to me, I also get Taurus energy, but I also get Virgo. Some of you may have placements in your chart. Self-esteem. I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. Look at this, a lot of self. You all have been doing so much work, inner work, and it's reflecting in your material world. A lot of it is starting to sprout. I just sprouted microgreens. It's like that. I'm getting that energy. Look at these beautiful colors. You all, look at this. This is why I feel like we got this card. You all are taking on this warrior energy because of all the work you've done with your, not just accepting yourself, because that's how I actually define love. It's just acceptance. It doesn't mean you don't want to improve or maybe change anything, but right now, you love yourself. If this is the way you were going to be, you love yourself. You appreciate yourself. You accept yourself. It's different. And because of that, your esteem has gone up. Many of you, wow, this is why I'm feeling you're pushing your own boundaries. You're getting outside of your comfort zone to do things. A lot of good, I get a lot of creativity. I'm seeing just a lot of orange, gold, just a lot of gold, just gold everywhere in all these cards. There's a lot of abundance, a lot of wealth. But remember, abundance is not just financial wealth. It's also joy. It's also security. And it's also fill in the blank, whatever it means to you. For some, it's feeling security. For some, it's having freedom. For some, it's being around love. For some, it's communicating peacefully, whatever it means to you. I'm getting strongly, like, new doors are opening. My computer keeps going dark. We are drawing your last self-care card. This message went a bit longer. I really try my best, and I realize this isn't, I think it's a Libra problem. I'll just say, I can't speak for other air signs. I'll just say air signs too, but I think it's a Libra problem. I just get so many messages in my head, and I'm like, okay, let me just say it this way. But I truly enjoy this. I feel like these messages, I remember when I started my healing journey, tarot, oracle, candle work, it really helped me so much because it was my path to trusting myself. And it also provided guidance, which is why I really love to focus on non-love readings. Not that if it doesn't come in, I won't talk about it, but there's something about always having, when people focus so much on that every week, it's a lot of it, it's out of your control. It really stems from yourself when you do your own inner work, however you define that. Okay. What self-care message? Ooh, I can't get my hands around these. Does Spirit have for us for this week? No. I heard keep going. We got it. Okie dokes. Oh, look at this. Sometimes I'm like, I always say this. Look, beauty ritual, you all 5 changes. Tauruses, get ready. I feel like there's going to be more changes in this season. Perhaps prior to the solar eclipse, the new moon at the end of the month, but also leading up, you're planting seeds for changes. Many of you want to change, are going through glow-ups, inner glow-ups. Many of you are working heavily on your own healing, and that's reflecting in the beauty that you have for yourself, the self-acceptance and your self-esteem. Oh, the lighting. Look at that. But look, beauty ritual. Try something new this week. Engage in some beauty self-care. And this is very broad. Maybe many of you are creative with makeup. Love taking baths. Again, this has nothing to do with gender. Many of you maybe want to change your hairstyle, get a haircut, dye your hair, maybe get new glasses or wear contacts for a change, wear jewelry, maybe start wearing more colors. This is like my Sunday shirt. That's why I'm always in gray. I love it. Bring some more color into your wardrobe. This is an amazing time to focus this week. Bring in some beauty element to celebrate the season of Taurus. Y'all, it was my pleasure. I am so excited. This energy is beautiful. I feel empowered energy. Many of you are stepping literally, physically into your purpose, making decisions about your life goals. I strongly feel this has to do with soul mission, life mission, goals relating your creativity, things related to money, business, work, projects. I'm getting that. Many of you are making decisions about who you spend your time with. Remember, things generally should be imbalanced and be reciprocal. A lot of you have released things that no longer serve you in this full moon, and wow, total inner glow-ups for a lot of you. Total inner glow-ups. Look at this. And I feel like because of this inner glow-up, many of you are now letting things, like a duck, letting things roll off your back. And finally, helping others, but also yourself. This is going to continue helping you evolve as a soul. I see 444. I'm seeing that everywhere. I hope this reading helped. I hope you have an amazing week ahead, and I will see you soon. Take care, everyone.